So it's the year of Todd Phillips, Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga's Joker Folie à Deux, a sequel to the Oscar-winning film in 2019. We've been wondering for a while when we would get to see the first footage from the movie, and it looks like we may finally have a date for that first trailer. Not just that, but there's a new poster which might symbolise the direction the new film is going in, and some other details which have come out over the last few weeks, creating quite a divide in opinion. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing the revealed trailer date for Joker 2, all the new details surrounding the film, and what footage I think we'll see in that first trailer. Before I get into it though, if you want to keep up to date on any of my future content surrounding Joker 2, Matt Reeves' The Batman universe, and other upcoming DC films, then don't forget to support this upload by giving it a like rating and subscribing to the channel. But without further ado, let's dive into the new info surrounding Todd Phillips' Joker 2. So we finally have a release date for the official Joker 2 trailer, and according to the confirmation, it's coming out on the exact day that many of us predicted it would. Back in 2019 for the original Joker film, Warner Bros. Showed the teaser trailer at their CinemaCon presentation and then released it online shortly afterwards. So we all thought that they might take a similar route with CinemaCon this year, as the Warner Bros. Presentation is due to take place this coming Tuesday. Well, yesterday, Warner Bros. Put out the first official poster for Joker Folie à Deux with a caption that read, "The world is a stage," and it also said that the trailer is coming April 9th. Now, Tuesday the 9th of April is when the Warner Bros. Panel at CinemaCon is actually taking place, so it seems like they are following the same marketing pattern that worked so well with that first film. If you remember that teaser trailer, it created a lot of early buzz and hype for the movie, so we'd expect that they'd aim to create a similar impression with the teaser trailer for Joker 2. The film is once again being directed by Todd Phillips, and it sees Joaquin Phoenix reprise his role as the title character, with Lady Gaga joining as the twisted Harley Quinn. And the film also stars a returning Zazie Beetz and new cast members Catherine Keener and Gleeson. When it comes to that official poster for the film, we get a new look at both Joaquin's Joker and Gaga's Quinn, with the pair mid-dance, reflecting the musical nature of the sequel. I have to be honest, I actually really like the poster, and I'm happy that it's not cluttered like traditional comic book movie posters, and instead it's just a clean and simple image that conveys the tone of the film. It reminds me of the teaser poster for the first film. It puts a new twist on that, it's got a catchy tagline with "The world is a stage," and it symbolises the type of movie we might be getting. In the poster, you've got Joker in full makeup, while Harley Quinn's makeup is not complete yet. Joker's also wearing a black suit, while Harley is in a white dress. And with Joker holding Harley into the spotlight, it acts as a complete reverse of the teaser poster for the first movie, where Joker was looking up at the light himself. So it could be symbolising that this film questions whether Quinn's madness comes from the influence of Joker, or whether it stems from her alone. That's just the vibe I got from it, and regardless of what it actually symbolises, I think it's just a decent piece of marketing to get us hyped for that full trailer in just under a week's time. So while we now know when we'll be getting our first look at Joker 2, this leads me into some other info that has come out about the film, some of it being recent and other news being the centre of discussion for many weeks now. Starting with some of the newer updates, it was confirmed yesterday that Joker Folie à Deux has been rated R by the Motion Picture Association. It's said that the musical sequel has been rated R for some strong violence, language throughout, some sexuality, and brief full nudity. This is in line with the original Joker, which was rated R for strong bloody violence, disturbing behaviour, language, and brief sexual images. So this was expected. And based on recent early reactions from a test screening, it sounds like the Joker sequel is aiming to be more bloody, more stylish, and insane than the first. An early reaction, which was translated and posted by Gold Derby, said, "Parts are chaotic for a reason, parts are surrealist, shot in black and white, parts are bloody, and it's also very political, as you would expect from Joker. Gaga and Joaquin are on the same level when it comes to performance as well. He doesn't call her Harley, but a nickname derives from it. They both perform songs together, but there are some of just her singing alone. Songs are a mix of old and new ones, old in one section of the movie and new ones in another. But it isn't all a singing movie. There are some changes to the lore since this movie is a standalone compared to other DC franchises. Surrealism is in some scenes, but not the whole movie too. And Gaga's performance is said to be transformative and sensational. Now, of course, this is just one reaction that hit social media a few weeks ago, and we'll have to wait and see what others say first to know if a lot of this is true. But it does come from the awards website Gold Derby, who are mostly reliable, and what was said does line up with a recent report that Variety broke a few weeks ago surrounding the musical aspect of the film. They revealed in March that the film will mostly be a jukebox musical, integrating at least 15 reinterpretations of well-known songs. One song is said to be That's Entertainment from the 1953 musical The Bandwagon, made famous by Judy Garland. However, one or two original songs may find their way into the soundtrack. So what was said in that article would kind of line up with that early reaction about there being a segment of the film with older songs and another with newer original music. And I'm guessing that this could also be linked into that review quote that said part of the movie is in black and white and a segment of it has more surrealist scenes too. We'll just have to see, but all of these new details do make the film sound much more interesting, even if it does have musical elements. A lot of people online seem to be up in arms over it being a musical, and don't get me wrong, I'm not the biggest fan of musicals myself, nor did I think we needed a sequel like this for Joker. But if they take it in an interesting direction, if it still has that Joker bite to it, and the story and characters are just as good as what we got the first time round, then I think we could get a great film out of it. But now that I've talked about all the recent details that have come out, what are my current footage predictions for the upcoming Joker 2 trailer? Well, if that early reaction is truthful, I think a lot of what was described there will be teased in the footage we see. We're bound to get a big focus on Lady Gaga's Harley Quinn because her transformation seems to be a central part of this story. So I'd expect we get glimpses of her transformation and maybe hints at what that means for the overall plot. My main interest surrounding this Joker film though is what the main message of the piece will actually be. Part of the reason why the original Joker worked for me was that by the time we reached the end of it, the film had an important message surrounding the implications of society towards one's own madness. It was a realistic take on a mentally ill person becoming the Joker, in part due to the environment with which he lives and grows in. So my question is, how will the sequel present its central theme or story point, and will that idea be new and not just a copy of what's come before? I don't want to see the same thing just with Joker and Harley Quinn, and I hope that it does have a new approach. That's probably my only big concern surrounding the movie, and I really hope that this trailer can sell the approach and make it feel like this is a worthwhile exploration. Moving on, I think it's also quite possible that we'll see some of the musical sequences and even those surreal scenes that I described before. I think they'd want to show some of this off, and if what we see is effective, it could start to turn people around on the whole musical aspect. Just think, we did have musical moments in the first film, like with the bathroom dance or the stair sequence. And yes, it does sound like Joker 2 will have many covers of songs, but if the musical scenes have brutal qualities, psychological twists, narrative purpose, and intriguing uses of music, then I think they can be very effective. So I think the trailer might lean into showing some of this off, and it can act as a way to bring those people around who are against this being a musical inspired film. I think the musical aspect will be used to tell a new story through a fascinating new lens. It can be done in a way that reflects some great musicals of the past, but also in a way that's new for the comic book genre. Using its musical numbers, it can explore psychological themes and reflect the unreliability of our two main characters. And it can act as another unique take on this Gotham world, feeling less like a sequel and more its own new viewpoint within the frameworks of a whole new subgenre. So whatever route this film does take, I hope the trailer can sell it to us. But that was my video discussing the upcoming trailer and all the latest details for Joker 2. I'm interested to see what we'll get in that first trailer, and while there is skepticism over this film being made and the approach that's being taken, I think we should wait to see the footage before over-criticising it. The first Joker was a huge success, general audiences liked the film, and it bagged a lot of award nominations and wins in the year it came out in. Folie à Deux is supposedly going in a different direction, and while there's worry that this might be the wrong choice, I'd rather a comic book sequel try something different and give us a twisted new Joker-inspired story within that. Yes, it could go horribly wrong, and no one originally asked for a Joker 2, but if it turns out to be a great film, no one will be reflecting on all that's being said right now. I'm personally excited for it, and I really hope that this trailer can create a big impression, similar to how the teaser trailer for the first movie did a few years ago. But are you excited to see the upcoming trailer for Joker 2, and what are your thoughts on all the other details that have come out over the last few weeks? Let me know down below in the comment section. For much more videos and news on Joker 2 and DC, then subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Also, if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like rating and follow me on social media via the links in the description. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been Cortex, and as always, make some noise.